And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Pacer Pit on the campus of the University of South Carolina, Aiken, for some Peach Belt women's soccer. This match between the host USC Aiken Pacers and the visiting Columbus State Cougars. Go ahead and give you the starting lineups out there for both of these sides. Starting off with the Pacers, Amanda Giordano, Sophie Boone, Lauren Sigmund, Tasha Kwiatkowski starting in goal for the Pacers today. Charlotte Manella, Willa Olson, Gressa Olson, Summer Riccardi, Monica Armendariz, Marissa Lee, and Amanda Raleigh are your starters for USC Aiken as they drive the ball into the Cougars zone to start things off in this match. The starters for Columbus State, in goal, Bria Riancho, along with Maddie Peterson out there, Flo Spano, Michelle Lamorte, Parker Morgan, Madeline Goodfellow, Amanda Murphy, Kimmy May, Olivia Giral, Riley Clark, and Brooke Nail are your starters for the Columbus State Cougars. And I'm Marcus Johnson, bringing you the play-by-play action for today's game. Thanking you for joining us on this particularly muggy Saturday afternoon. Cougars now playing on offense, trying to thread their way through the Pacer D. That's going to be sent out a little bit, give the Pacers a little bit of breathing room. Cougars recover right away, have a clear shot on goal. That one's going to sail just over the crossbar. Pacers dodge a bit of a bullet there. Clean shot on goal from Giral. They just missed the top of the crossbar as Tasha Kwiatkowski sends it on out. Cougars bringing it right back in, controlling the flow of this match early. Pacers have their work cut out for them. Columbus State coming into the game number 3 in the nation. 8-0-1 their overall record. Pacers doing what they can just to try to clear the ball out of their own zone. Marissa Lee gets a foot on it. Brings it out into center of the pitch and is driven right back into the Pacers zone, where Kwiatkowski will meet it and scoop it on up. Nice booming kick from Kwiatkowski, sending it into the Columbus State zone. Now the Pacers try to set up some offense. Armendariz passes it on off. And now Marissa Lee gets a foot on it. Back out to Armendariz, who kicks it in towards the Cougar goal. And that'll be scooped on up by Riancho. Olsen applying some pressure here, trying to steal the ball away. Cougar defense playing very well. Ball drifting into the Pacers zone where Giordano will meet it. Try to send it right back out. Parker Morgan will toss it on in now. Cougars bringing it in towards the far corner, trying to center this one. And it'll be stolen away by Olsen, who sends it up. Here's bringing it back on in. Bit of a shot on goal there. Kwiatkowski scoops it up easily. Ball rolls out to Armendariz, who's trying to get it to somebody open, but Cougars just applying great pressure here, not allowing the Pacers to have anybody open. Be sent back on in into Riancho as Columbus State sets up for another attack run. Nice pass, wide open. Amanda Murphy's going to bring it in towards goal. Shot coming up, cleared in front, shot goes in, it's a goal For number 22, Riley Clark, clean passing results in a beautiful goal as the Columbus State Cougars strike first early on at the
Cougar goal.
With 40-24 to go in the first. So 1-0 the score now after the early goal from the Cougars. Pacers will try to answer right back. Pacers just sending out into the Columbus State area, hoping that somebody can make something happen. Murphy bringing it back in. Gets a pass on up to Giral. Threading it through the Pacer defense. Looks like another scoring opportunity coming up, but an offsides call will blow it dead. Columbus State again on the attack, getting around the Pacer defense, bringing it in on goal, trying a centering pass, broken up and kicked on out. And out of danger. Risley chases after it, but not before it rolls out of bounds. Bringing it back in. Kwiatkowski comes out to meet it, though, before any threat could develop. And we'll see Armendariz bring it up. Stolen away from her, though, by Kimmy May. Willa Olson trying to steal it right back. Can't play catch-up, though. Good ball control from Columbus State. Another good pass up on ahead. Chasing after it, Giral into the corner. Looking for another centering pass, bringing it in on goal. Shot on. Nice save by Kwiatkowski and cleared on out by, I believe that was Summer Riccardi. Good defense by the Pacers to thwart another golden opportunity. Learn from their mistakes on that first goal. Now Columbus State regrouping. Another clean pass on up for Giral. Back in the corner. They're going to try again. Giordano giving chase. Coming in on goal. Clean pass. Shot. Just misses wide as Kwiatkowski dove after it. May have gotten a hand on it to redirect it away. So Kwiatkowski will punt it on out now. Looking for an opening, goes off ahead. And that one will roll out of play off of the head of Amanda Murphy from Columbus State. Willa Olson tosses it on in, looking for Armendariz. Ball will roll out, though. It'll be a goal kick. He's just trying to take possession of this one. Now they do. There's time to pass it on up. Just out of the reach. Lauren Sigmund ends up out of play, but Looks like Amanda Murphy got a foot on it before it rolled out. So Pacers will keep possession for the moment. Nice job by Sigmund to keep that one in play, or Giordano sends it on in. Again, trying to keep it from going out of bounds. Columbus State stealing it away again, back on the attack. Trying to find an opening, Pacer defense converging. Shot comes on goal. Kwiatkowski right there to meet it, however, for the save. Booming kick downfield by Tasha Kwiatkowski. Ends up clearing everybody. Raleigh sends it on in with a free kick. Columbus State defenders more than up to the task as they get it out of harm's way. Riancho comes out to meet that ball before the Pacer offense can get a hold of it. Mistake clearing it back on in. Another centering pass attempt. This one is met by the Pacer defense, though. This is now bringing it on up. Willa Olson looking for an opening. Medeiros sends it on in, headed out by the defense of Columbus State. Giordano trying to do something with it. Not going to happen, though. Columbus State steals it right back. Cougars bringing it on up. Flo Spano moving in. Gets a clean pass off. Their whistle blows the play dead. Pacers will take over. This is bringing it on in now. Trying to make something happen. Shot on goal. Scooped on up by Riancho. Easy save. And Riancho kicks it on out. Back into the Pacer zone. Columbus State on the move, trying to beat Raleigh. Cougars trying to center it. Getting it in towards the goal. Ricocheted around and sent out of bounds. Another lucky break for the Pacers.
Number 17, Bailey Payne, and number 27, Caitlin Armstrong.
Caitlin Armstrong and Bailey Payne will sub in for USC Aiken. It looks like they will be taking the places of Sophie Boone and Marissa Lee. Kwiatkowski sends it out. Columbus State immediately intercepts it and brings it right back in. And Raleigh kicking it on in. Bounces off ahead, away from the goal. Olsen whiffs on a shot, tries again. Nice defense, though, from Brooke Nail to send that one away. Prevent the shot.
Substituting in for the Pacers is number 15, Alyssa Broad.
Alyssa Broad coming onto the pitch now for USC Aiken. She will take the place of Gressa Olsen. Corner kick coming up from Giordano. Deflected away. Shot coming up. Nice save from Riancho. Easy save right off the hands. Just bring it back on up. Get around the Pacer defense. Good work out there by Alyssa Broad to keep that one out. He's bringing it back around, trying to get around Broad. Centering pass coming up, intercepted by Raleigh. Sent out of danger. Cougars back on the attack, trying to get through the Pacer defense. Defense stands strong though. This is bringing it up, and it's stolen right away. Raleigh clearing it on in. Cougars taking it right back. Bring it back in on goal. Trying to clear it through the crease. Just getting a shot off over the crossbar. First scoring chance we've had in a while. As Olivia Giral just sent it again right over the top of the crossbar.
Maddie DeFranco. Onto the pitch for the Pacers.
He was rushing the pass just a little bit on that play. And I believe that may have been what cost them potential goal. Again, trying to put it on goal. Getting in front. And it's going to bounce around and head out of play once again. Pacers just can't seem to get any momentum going. Anytime they start bringing the ball up, Columbus State immediately steals it back away. And Raleigh tries to clear it on out. And the Cougars take it right back. Now 1-0 is your score as we approach 20 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the first half. Cougars with a goal in the first 5 minutes of the game. Aces haven't been able to answer back. As Raleigh tries to take the ball and take possession. Races are going to bring out Kennedy Smith now.
For the Pacers, number 22, Kennedy Smith.
Cleared on into the Columbus State zone, giving chase. Nicole Hayes can't catch up to it, though, as Riancho scoops it up. And when we roll out of play, Columbus State will take over again. Tossed down in by Geralt. And right back out again. And an offside call coming up here before Columbus State can set up the attack. Shift possession to the Pacers as Kwiatkowski takes it. Cougars stealing it away again. Cleared on up ahead, but just out of the reach of Geralt. The Pacers will give it to Alyssa Broad or Giordano, one of the two. And Giordano tosses it on in. Pacers will try to set up again. Up on ahead, kept in bounds by Riley Clark. Good centering pass to DeFranco. DeFranco takes a shot, scooped right up, right into the chest of Kwiatkowski. Another easy save for her. And the Pacers will bring it up with Broad passing it on up ahead, looking for Olsen. Headed right back in. Pacers starting to make a little something happen. Looking a little better out there. They looked almost lost in the first half of the first half, but we're looking a little more in sync. I got a foot on it, but going up to meet it was DeFranco. And looking for that centering pass, bringing it in on goal. Sends it straight into the waiting hands of Kwiatkowski. And Tasha Kwiatkowski kicks it on out. Broad passing it on up ahead. Getting right back to Broad, and now Columbus State stealing it away. 15.5 to go in the first half. Kicked on ahead, Columbus State on the charge again. Keeping on sides, bringing it in towards the goal. Raleigh intercepts it though and clears it back on out. Pacer defense looking a lot sharper. Not giving up as many quality chances as there were early on in this match. Nice job by Broad to steal that one away. Took it right off the feet of Giral. Columbus State keeping it in, however, setting up for another attack. Long shot on goal, and Kwiatkowski is up to the challenge. Sent on up ahead. Looks like it's going to be just out of the reach of Nicole Hayes, and it'll be sent to Riancho. They'll send it right back into Riancho as they try to set up again. Nice pressure there from Nicole Hayes, trying to make something happen, force their hand. Giordano again applying some pressure, trying to take away the passing lanes. At this point, that's all you really can do. The passing has been very clean from Columbus State throughout the match. They just have to try to find a way to break that up. Only trying to click it on out. Broad right there for it, sends it on ahead. Rolling into the corner, Riancho coming out of the goal. And she will send it on back ahead. Kick just too far for Giral, and Giordano will take it to throw it on in.
Substituting in for Columbus State is number 4, Tejan Anglum.
Armendariz with it now on the throw-in. Tries to send it on in for somebody. Kicked right back out by the Cougar defense. Kaylin Armstrong sending it on in now. Kaylin Armstrong moving it in towards the corner now, trying to center it. Runs into some tough defense. Ball's rolling just out of play. They call it a goal kick. Giordano tossing it on in now. See if the Pacer offense can do something with it. Armendariz with it now. Looking for an opening. Finds one in Payne. There's a center it, looking for a header. Not going to happen as it clears everybody. Cougars bringing it on up fast and strong. Getting around the Pacer defense. Kwiatkowski coming out to meet it, though. Bit of a risk there, but it paid off as she was able to land on top of the ball. Counter the attack. Stumbles out there, trying to bring the ball up. He's a losing possession. Cougars back on the attack. And that'll draw a whistle from the official. Kicked on in, Giordano meets it, sends it right back out. Looking for Olsen, who passes it on ahead. They just have an opportunity to try to do something, and it ends up kicking it right back into the hands of Lamorte. And up by Broad. He's bringing it on up after intercepting. Sends it on in, get a little breathing room, but it's kicked right back in where she was. DeFranco trying to get around the defense of Raleigh. Centers it. Shot coming up, and Kwiatkowski is right there for the save. .12 to go in the first half. It's 1-0 Columbus State. They've had control of the match so far, but Kwiatkowski has had a decent day in goal. After letting in the first goal in the first 5 minutes of the match, she's been standing tall. They're sending it on in. Another high kick towards the goal. Oh, that went off the top of the goal.
Substituting in for
Best chance the Pacers have had so far, almost getting it over the head of Riancho. Actually did get it over the head, but unfortunately a ball landing on top of the net does not count as a goal. Here's again, taking it in, bringing it on in. Ooh, nice slide tackle there. I believe that was Amanda Giordano, but she is down. It looks like she's okay. No trainer coming out, and she's able to get up. Nice defensive play, though, from Giordano to take away what would have been a really great chance for Columbus State. It will result in a corner kick, though, but I'm sure the Pacers will take the corner kick over just a one-on-one battle. Corner kick on its way. Up, deflected. And Armendariz clears it out. Good defensive stand from USC Aiken. Tosses it in for Broad. Giordano gets it right back. Clears it on out. And that one will end up out of play. So Columbus State will take over. Just over 5 minutes to go in the first half. Still 1-0. All sent on ahead. Raleigh chasing after it. A foot race for it as she tries to beat out DeFranco. Ball ends up getting sent out of play. Columbus State will take over. Tossed in for Murphy. Murphy getting it through the defense, but just out of the reach. Looks like it was just out of the reach of Couch. Or no, not Couch. Swigert. Well, a good pass, just a little too much behind it. As they'll try to take over again. Stolen away by Columbus State. They'll try to set up again. Good pass to Swigert. Pass ahead for DeFranco. Shot just clears the top of the crossbar again. So far, 3 shots have just cleared the top of the crossbar, beating Kwiatkowski in the Pacer defense, but only one of them has gone in. Cougars again on the attack. Long shot, and that one will clear the goal by a good 2 feet.
Substituting in for the Pacers is number 20, Lauren Lassley.
Lauren Lassley coming onto the pitch again. Heading off will be Alyssa Broad. Kicked right back into the Pacer end. Kwiatkowski coming out to meet it again. Giordano not paying attention as the ball was thrown to her. Covers in time, though. Hayes tries to catch up to it, cannot. And the ball sent back to Riancho. Madeline Goodfellow tries to clear it. Giordano sends it right back in, though. Bounces around a bit. Lassley trying to get a centering pass off to Olsen. Just can't turn to meet it. While still bouncing on Armendariz. Is causing a foul. The Cougars will bring it on ahead, just over 2 minutes to go. Kicked up, tipped around. Kwiatkowski's beat, but it just sails to the left of the net. They had Tosh Kwiatkowski beat on that shot. Another lucky break for the Pacers to keep this only a 1-goal game. Giordano passes it on ahead, gets it into the Cougar end. And it's kicked right out. Pacers will keep the ball, though, with 1.5 minutes to go. Lashley will toss it in. 1:10 to go now. So have enough time for maybe one possible attack. Look for to even it up before the half expires. Cougar defense stops that. Giordano heads it right back in. Ball bouncing around. Lasley gets a foot on it, sends it in. Cougars meet it with their defense. Armstrong loses the ball. Cougars will bring it on up. 36 seconds to go. And Cougars have a chance for one last attack. Getting around the Pacer defense, bringing it in on goal. Pass is intercepted by Raleigh and sent on out to Willa Olson. Olson clearing it on in. 15 seconds to go now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
There's
4,
one last chance
3,
here. Pacer defense
2,
clears it on
1,
out, and that will close
0.
out the first
We've reached
half.
halftime here at the Pacer
1-0 your score. Columbus
score,
State
the
scores
Columbus
within the
State
first
University
5
Cougars
minutes of the
1,
half, but after that it was
USC
strong
Pacers
defense from the
0.
Pacers to keep it within 1 goal. We're going to take a short break. Be right back for the second half between the Columbus State Cougars and the USC Aiken Pacers. And welcome back. Second half of USC Aiken versus Columbus State soccer getting underway. Cougars leading the Pacers 1-0. Marcus Johnson here again. Thank you for joining us on this muggy Saturday afternoon / evening, whatever you want to call it at this point. Columbus State has pretty much been controlling the entire tempo of the match, but the Pacer defense has showed up to play. They've taken away some quality chances from Columbus State, and also some very fortunate missed opportunities for the Cougars have kept this a very close game. He's just trying to bring it on up, lose it to Columbus State again. This is brought on in. And a Raleigh right there for it, though. Cougars bringing it on in. Kwiatkowski making the save. And play is blown dead before a rebound can be taken. Kwiatkowski clears it on out. Cougars bringing it right back in. And Pacers will try to clear it right back out. Pass over for Marissa Lee. And her pass is deflected away and out of bounds, but it will stay Pacer ball. Tossed on in, good coverage though from Columbus State to break up anything. Tossed on ahead into the corner. Cutting in front and taking it is Giral. Moves around the Pacer defenders, tries to center it, does. Pacer defense converges, however, and gets it out of harm's way. Columbus State taking it right back. Now tosses it into Gressa Olsen, who passes it on ahead. Pacers now bringing it up with Charlotte Manella. Manella getting around the defenders, tries a shot, but it is blocked by number 10, Parker Morgan. Ball ends up out of play, and it looks like we're going to have a corner kick coming up for USC Aiken. I believe this is the second corner kick for the Pacers in today's match. See if they can capitalize. Manella kicking it on in. Low kick. And another corner kick coming up. Gressa Olsen tried to catch up to it and redirect it towards the net. Could not, but went off a defender for the Cougars. And we'll try again with another corner. Another low one. Handled awkwardly. And Columbus State steals it. Pacers take it right back, try to center it. Forwards were facing the wrong way there, otherwise they could have had a shot. Olsen takes it, takes a shot, but that's going to miss to the left of the goal. Or the right, depending on your perspective. Now Cougars will bring it up. This is with the first real chances they've had on the match in those two corner kick attempts. 5 minutes gone by. Just trying to make something happen. Olsen, little pass off. Has to get it ahead to Olsen again, but it's going to roll in towards the corner. Olsen on a nice little foot race, keeps it in play, but it's going to draw a whistle from the officials, and Columbus State will take over. Done out by Rancho. And now Columbus State trying to bring it up. Ball gets around Raleigh. Blocking off the lane as Kwiatkowski sends it on through. Passed up ahead, now Lee cutting it off. She tries to clear it out, goes off of the foot of Flo Spano. Headed forward by Columbus State. Good job by the offense. Gerald takes it, trying to bring it on in around the Pacer D. Raleigh gets a hand on it, and Giordano clears it away, but it's going to end up out of play, and a corner kick coming up for Columbus State. They're just going to pass it on in from the corner, try to set up in a different way. Shot coming in, and Kwiatkowski right there on one knee to scoop it up. Thrown on ahead. Now Paces will bring it on up. As Mrs. Olsen, and now the Cougars take it away. Lee trying to check. Riley Clark with it now for Columbus State. Trying to find a path around or through the Pacer defenders, but Giordano blocks off any open lanes. And now Giordano takes it, tries to click it on out, but it's stolen right back by Maddie Peterson. Now she'll try to find her way through. Passes it on off. And good passing, Peterson again. Pacer defense regrouping, shot coming up, and that one's going to miss. Just wide to the left of the goal.
The substitute for USC Aiken is number 17, Bailey Payne.
Pacer will make a substitution now before Kwiatkowski will kick it on out. Payne coming on. Gressa Olsen stepping off. Kwiatkowski's kick misses everybody, and it'll roll on out of play right at midfield. Cougars with it again. Playing keep away with the ball. This is being aggressive here, trying to pressure Columbus State into making decisions before they can really plan them out. Armendariz gets the ball stolen away. Lee tries to catch up, cannot. Up on ahead, and off of the head of Giordano. Well, he ends up deflecting that right back into the Cougar forwards. Up on ahead, Lee chases after it. Ball will roll out of play, though, off of a Columbus State foot. With it, looking for an opening. Columbus State stealing it right back, however. Spano centering it. Clean pass, wide open. Shot comes up. Kwiatkowski comes out to meet it, though, and take away the shooting lane. Great job by Tasha Kwiatkowski. Who's having an excellent game in goal today. So free kick coming up for Columbus State. Almost looks like a corner kick in everything but name. This will be a really good opportunity for the Cougars to increase their lead. Kick is on its way. And headed out by Amanda Raleigh, was right there waiting for it. Another ball rolling in towards the goal. Kwiatkowski right there to meet it, though. Give her another save on the score sheet. And she will kick it on out. Here's bringing it right back in. Raleigh trying to cut off the angle. Rolls in towards the net. Shot and score. Right there was Riley Clark to meet the center pass. Nothing Kwiatkowski or any of the defense could do there.
Columbus State goal to number
After that was
22,
beaten out.
Riley Clark, assisted by number 20, Kimmy May. Substitutions for USC Aiken, number 15.
Now Columbus State up 2-0 on the Pacers with 33:48 to go in the second half. Kennedy Smith and Alyssa Broad coming onto the pitch for USC Aiken. Now Giordano and Lauren Sigmund heading off. Will try to shake it off and come right back, but Columbus State stealing it away again. Nice work by Armendariz just to steal it right off the feet. Brought back up by the Pacers. And it'll go off a Pacer body and out of play. Columbus State with possession. Throwing off a few heads, off that of Raleigh, and it'll roll on out of play off of Columbus State, so Pacers get it. Marissa Lee gets a foot on it, but that's going to end up out of play, and looks like another corner kick coming up for Columbus State. Before we get to the corner kick, go ahead and thank some sponsors that we have been neglecting up to this point. The South Carolina Education Lottery. When you play the South Carolina Education Lottery, you're not only taking a chance, but giving a chance. Aiken Flooring, you can stand on us. And Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance for all your life, home, car, and business insurance needs. Count on Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. So corner kick coming up for Columbus State. And it's on its way, up in the air. Headed towards the net, but out of play. The Pacers will take over. Pacers bringing it on up towards the corner. Stolen away, though, by Columbus State, and they'll try to bring it the other way. And a little trip up there from Melissa Broad. Columbus State will keep the ball. It's trying to be stolen away by the Pacers, though. A little tackling going on. They'll send the ball the other way. Minelli kicking it on in. It's a scramble of bodies. Cleared back on out into the Pacers zone. Kwiatkowski coming out to meet this one and kicks it right back the other way. Ball stays in Columbus State possession, but it's farther away from the goal. Brewers bringing it on in, getting around the defenders, coming in on goal. Sent away by the Pacers. Shot just misses the top corner. A lucky break for the Pacers. That was a good hard shot. Fortunately for Kwiatkowski, she didn't have to do anything as it missed. Lee with it, looking for anybody. Armendariz right there for it. Taps it on ahead. Ooh, nice little collision right there, but no foul called. Passed on up ahead. Pacers converging. Stolen back by Columbus State. Nail moving into the corner. Brooke Nail around Marissa Lee. Tries to center it. And it's going to end up rolling out of bounds. Thought it was a corner kick for a second. No, it would be a goal kick. .28:30 to go in the second half. Columbus State up 2-0. 1 goal in the first half, 1 goal in this half. That's been it so far. We have a substitution now from Columbus State.
Number 34, Rachel Swigard.
Rachel Swigard coming on in place of Brooke Nail. This is like they're getting ready to sub Caitlin Armstrong in for them. Columbus State slowly bringing it on up. Pass on up ahead for Spano. A little too far. It'll give the Pacers a chance to catch up. Spano trying to center it towards the goal. It'll go off the side of the net. And it'll play for a goal kick. The Pacers will sub in Caitlin Armstrong.
Number 27, Caitlin Armstrong.
She will take the place of Marissa Lee, also subbing in.
For Columbus State on the field now is
Maddie DeFranco.
DeFranco, number 17.
Olsen trying to get some pressure in the corner now. And to steal it away and tumbling down. And it looks like Pacers will come away with the ball. Olsen with a good opportunity here to cut the lead back to 1. See what she does here. Kick on its way. And nobody in the vicinity is going to bounce around a little bit. And Columbus State trying to clear it on out. And they will do just that. Broad applying some good pressure there. Forcing the ball out of play. And we'll end up with a Pacer possession. Passed on up ahead. Swigert getting around the defense as an open shot, and it goes right into the hands of Kwiatkowski. Nice save there. And she will throw it on back. Nice shot, just missing over the head of Kwiatkowski, but clearing all the way through and out of play.
Substituting in for Columbus State, number 4, Tegan Engelum.
A goal kick coming up for Kwiatkowski. Aces need to try to get something going as we approach the halfway mark of the second half. Armstrong sending it on ahead. Flex into the air. Columbus State coming away with it. Pacers stealing it right back, though, and sending it on ahead. Riancho scoops it up, though, before Olsen can get to it. Will Olsen tried to win the foot race, could not. Columbus State will come away. Try to set up again. Armstrong right there. Ends up losing it, though. Peterson ends up having that one deflect out of play. It'll stay Columbus State ball, however. Shot coming up again, and Kwiatkowski right there waiting for it. Kimmy May tried to thread it through the defense, but Kwiatkowski cut it off on the curve. May again with it. At an angle, tries to center it, and the shot just sails over the top of the net. Went off the foot wrong of Olivia Giral, who had a wide open net. And that was a surefire 3-0 goal. Score remains 2-0 with a goal kick from Kwiatkowski. Headed forward by the Columbus State D, and trying to send it on into the Pacers zone again. Pressure from Raleigh's keeping that from happening. Kept in by Swigert, and now the ball will roll out. Let some feet tangled up there. Armendariz and Peterson ended up tripping each other up. Pace will come away with the ball, however. Armstrong with it now. Sends it in towards the goal. Oh, and just missing it, stepping over the ball instead of getting a shot off was Bailey Payne. It was either going to give the Pacers a corner kick on this one.
Hey, Rachel, you go back. Timmy, up here, bud. Come on, Ray. Everything out. Come on, Blue. Let's go, Blue, first on it. Keep us out, Blue.
Corner kick on its way. And that one sent right out by the Columbus State defense. No chance for anything on that. Under 20 to go. Still 2-0, Columbus State. Trying to get a centering pass off to Olsen. All coming in towards the net, but it'll miss just wide to the left. Not sure if that was a shot or just a pass that was deflected. Either way, it's a Columbus State ball, and they'll try to move it on up again.
Pass your way out of it. Pass your way out.
Headed back in by the Pacers. Make something happen. Columbus State sending it right back out, but the Pacers intercepting it again. Collision out there with Broad and some other folks, and that'll draw a whistle. Pacer ball still.
It's gonna be like this if you don't pass the ball.
Pacers looking to make a substitution in just a moment. Kick on its way and headed right back out.
Great service. Frankie, we got a tackle, bud.
Cougars bringing it back up.
Stay onside. And go.
Getting through the Pacer defense in towards the corner. Raleigh cutting off angles. Now moving in, applying pressure. Cougars still with it though. Shot coming up. Kwiatkowski right there for the save.
A substitution for USC Aiken, number 26, Alyssa Weissel.
Alyssa Weissel coming on now for USC Aiken. She will take the place of Riccardi. Cougars again playing keep away with the Pacers, eating some time off the clock. Kicked on ahead. Wide open is May. May centering it, shot again, sailing over the crossbar.
Substituting in for the Pacers, number 4, Amanda Giordano.
They've had some wide open nets that Cougars have just sent right over the top of the Pacer goal. Otherwise, this would not be a 2-0 game. Raleigh's going to come off, and Giordano's going to come on for the Pacers now. pushing and shoving going on. Pacers will take the ball. Giordano kicking it on in. Goes off a couple of heads. Olsen tries to get it on the center. Her shot ends up getting blocked. Comes back on out, where the Pacers will take it and try to set up again. Get the head. Again, wide open and unchecked is Kimmy May, bringing it in from the corner. Getting around the defense. Still with the ball. Almost had a wide open shot. Ends up passing it off instead. That pass is blocked by the defense. Olsen tries to take it away. Tries to bring it on up and ends up getting checked out. Pacers sending it on in again. Columbus State defense meets it, sends it back out. And now Columbus State will try to bring it up. Pacers forcing it out, gives them a chance to regroup.
And a quartet of substitutes coming in, 2 for each team. For Columbus State, number 6, Flo Spano, and number 22, Riley Clark. For USC Aiken, number 20, Lauren Lastly, and number 16, Gressa Olsen.
So ball tossed on in, rolling in towards the corner, will end up out. And a corner kick coming up for Columbus State. They elect to just pass it in on the corner kick, just eating up more time. And the sun peeking out for the first time in this match, as it's been hiding behind some overcast clouds all day. I almost say it's welcome, but it is really muggy out, so that may not be the best thing.
Substituting on the pitch for the Pacers, number 8, Lauren Sigmund.
An offside call coming up here on USC Aiken, so Columbus State will take over again before the Pacers could mount any offense. Spano passing it on ahead. Columbus State again trying to mount some offensive pressure. Bringing it on in around the Pacer defense. Only one to beat. Shot is sent away. by USC Aiken. That was one of the Olsen sisters who got it. Nope, that was actually Lauren Lasley who intercepted the slow-rolling shot and sent it out of harm's way. A heads-up play by her as, again, Kwiatkowski was beat. A shot attempt into the side of the net off the feet of Flo Spano.
Substituting in is number 30 for Columbus State, Brooke Nail.
Trying to work those angles.
For the Pacers, number 23, Amanda Raleigh.
Amanda Raleigh coming back on. She'll take the place of Giordano again. Kwiatkowski kicking it on out. That'll roll past midfield. Columbus State taking over. Spano passing it on ahead. Now Nail looking for an opening. She finds it. Centering pass. Broken up by the Pacers. Shot just missing. Wide to the right of the net. No real threat there. 8:45 to go in regulation. Columbus State still with a 2-0 lead. Pacers unable to mount much offense, aside from some long-distance shots. Pass on ahead, gets around the defense. Centering pass, deflected and shot in goal. Credit the goal to number 21, Olivia Giral. She got around the defense, met the pass, and kicked it right on into the open net. 8:12 to go in the second half, and it is 3-0 now, Columbus State.
Substituting in the pitch for the Pacers is number 11, Charlotte Manella. We're getting clarification on the goal scorer for Columbus State.
We'll get right back to it after the goal. They have a lot of ground to make up and not a whole lot of time to do it. They'll bring it in towards the goal. Rancho meets it though. On ahead. Spano taking it again, trying to work the angle, centering pass, deflected, and sent out. Still in, though, in the Pacers zone. And now it will be cleared on out. Pacers are just looking for a chance to catch their breath and regroup.
Substituting in is number 5, Annie Mayo. Also coming on the pitch is number 8, Megan Cunningham.
Ball
now
rolling
coming
out
on
of
the
bounds
pitch is
again, and
number
another
17,
substitution
Maddie
for
DeFranco.
Columbus State. Maddie DeFranco coming on for the Cougars. Just over 6 minutes to go in regulation. Columbus State still holding it in the Pacers zone. And again, the game of keep away resumes. Just eating up precious time. That ball a little too far ahead for Spano, and Pacers will take over. Over they're taking over deep in their own zone in the back corner. Tried to get a centering pass that goes off a body. It goes off the body of Raleigh and out of bounds. And a corner kick coming up for Columbus State. 5 minutes to go in regulation. And it's safe to say Columbus State will take their time to just eat up as much clock as they can. Header towards the net, and it's going to bounce just to the right of it. Out of play again. Goal kick coming up. Substitutions being made. Karina Lyag coming on for USC Aiken, and Sarah Beth Nyes coming on for Columbus State. Clock is stopped at 4:35. Awaiting the goal kick from Tasha Kwiatkowski. Passed on up ahead, but it's going to be called on the offsides on the Pacers. And again, Columbus State will take over.
Substituting in is number 18, Georgia Bostic.
Cleared on out by Kwiatkowski, but headed right back in by Columbus State. Sent on up ahead. Around the Pacer defense, shot coming up. Just misses wide, back in towards the goal. And Kwiatkowski gets a hand on it. Got bailed out by the defense as they were able to just get enough of their body on it to ricochet. I think it was Raleigh who kept that one from drifting into the net, allowing Kwiatkowski to make the save. Ball rolling in towards the Pacer corner at the far end. And back on out of play. It will stay Columbus State ball. Will it stay Columbus State ball? Yes, it will.
Number 27.
Clock is stopped at 3:19. Two more substitutions for Columbus State. Looks like they're sending in some of their reserve players, give their starters a bit of a break. And with a 3-0 lead with just over 3 minutes to go, it would take an incredible amount of effort to overcome that deficit, especially with the way Columbus State's defense has been playing. Ball rolling in towards Kwiatkowski, who comes out to meet it. And she'll kick it on out. Columbus State threading their way through the Pacer defense. a pass on off. Intercepted near the goal. Kick back out. Shot coming up, but that's going to sail high over everything. And it'll end up out of play.
Coming on the pitch for the Pacers, number 17, Bailey Payne.
And now Bailey Payne coming on for USC Aiken, heading off is Lauren Lasley. Wait for them to hand off the penny. Cougars heading it back in. Keeping it in. Pass in towards the corner. Peterson with it. Gets around a defender. In towards the goal. Nice pass on off. In front of the net and sent out. He was blown dead just before, though. Minute 40 to go in regulation. Just have one more attempt to try to cut the shutout down. Or to end the shutout, I should say. Headed ahead and sent right back into the Pacer end. Another offside call here. And Kwiatkowski kicks it on through again. Pass up ahead, headed right back by the defenders. And we hit the final minute of regulation.
1 minute.
Cougars not letting up at all. Trying to preserve this shutout. Annie Mayo coming up, meets it in the corner. And that shot high into the air. Kwiatkowski puts a hand on it, sends it the other way. All still in play, however. Another shot coming up. That's going to beat a defender and be blocked. Under 30 seconds to go now. Rolling out towards midfield. A couple stumbles here and there. Ten seconds to go.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
With that whistle, we will see the end of the game as Columbus State comes into USC Aiken and takes this PBC match by a score of 3-0.
A pair of goals in the 5th and the 82nd minute by Olivia Gerald, and in the 57th minute, Riley Clark wounded out the scoring.
And before we bring up the future opponents for USC Aiken, we'll go ahead and thank our final sponsors of the day, Tyler's Tire and Auto Center and Willie Jewell's Old School Barbecue. Every dish is served with a side of Southern hospitality, so stop on in and tell them Pacers Sports sent you. The Pacers women's soccer team will be back in action here at the Pacer Pit against Lander on October the 17th at 6 p.m. and then again against Clayton State on October 24th, also at 6 p.m. Their last home match of the season will be on the 27th against Georgia College. That one will be at 1 p.m. But until then, I'm Marcus Johnson. Thank you for sticking with us on this Saturday afternoon, and have a good one.